Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about classification of industries. Industries grouping is based on the primary products that a company makes or sell. Meanwhile, industries are grouped together into sectors. Similar, business are grouped into industries based on the primary product produced or sold. They effectively creates industry groups which can be used to isolate businesses from those who participate in different activities. The factors and limitations of the corporate profit growth. Companies operating in the same industries can also be compared to each other to evaluate the relative attractiveness of company within that industry. Now we are going to learn about the classification of industries. Classification of industries. Agro-based industries, cotton, woolen, jute, silk, textile, etc. Mineral-based industries, iron, steel, cement, aluminium, etc. Basics industry which supplies their product as raw material to their industries. Consumer industry, industry which produce goods for all direct consumers. At the top level, they are often classified according to three sectors: theory into sectors, primary, extraction and agriculture; secondary, manufacturing; tertiary, services. Some authors add quaternary and quinary or different sectors. Many are used to national and international statistical agencies to summarize economic conditions. They are also used to securities analysts to understand common forces acting on groups of companies to compare companies' performance to their peers and construct either specialized and diversified portfolio. Agro-based industries. These industries use plant and animal-based product as their raw material. Example, agro-based industries or industries which use agriculture products as raw materials. For example, cotton textiles, silk textiles, jute industry or agro-based industries. Food processing industries which are based on agriculture produced and industries which support agriculture come under agro-based industries. There are four types of agro-based industries. They merely process the raw material so it can be preserved and transported at cheaper costing: vegetable oil, cotton textile, dairy products, etc. Agro-based industries are depending on agriculture for their raw material and other basic inputs. The interdependence should be oriented to suit the need for our country and state. Stabilization and growth of agriculture production affects in rapid advancement in output and employment in agro industries. Mineral-based industry. Heavy industries using minerals as basic raw material are known as mineral-based industries. Iron and steel industries forms the backbone of the industrial development of the country. Almost all industrial sectors depend on these industries. These are the industries that use mineral ores as their raw material. Iron made from iron ore is the product of mineral-based industry. Cement, machine tools, etc. are the other examples of mineral-based industries. The main raw material used in the iron and steel industries are iron ore, coal and limestone. The raw materials and finished products of iron and steel industries are quite bulky. These industries must be located near the mining areas of the required minerals and must be connected by the good transport network. India is the ninth largest producer of crude steel and largest producer of sponge iron in the world. India is also a leading exporter of steel in the world. Forest-based industries, a sector of the economy in which an aggregate and establishment is engaged in the management of extensive areas of woodland, often to produce products and benefits such as timber, wildlife habitat, clean water, biodiversity, and recreations. The various industries which are based on forest produce are timber industry, paper manufacturing industry, lac industry, and sports equipment industry. Few industries based on forest and located in India are the paper industry, timber industry, sports industry, Matric industry, fuel wood industry, wax industry, rubber industry, fabric and clothing industry, textile industry, paper, rubber and bead industry. Any industries which depends on forest for their raw material requirement is considered to be forest or wood based industry. India is one of the leading countries with which mushrooming of wood based industries which include pulp and paper, match, sawwood and plywood, pencils and dendrobiomas industry. Marine based industry. Marine based industry or sea dependent industry. They used products obtained from oceans and seas as raw material. Cod liver oil is major marine and seafood organizing industry and based industry. Marine based industries are those industries that are related to the industrial activities that can be done from water bodies. The petroleum that is extracted from huge water bodies like the ocean, seas, etc. come under the marine industry. Also, the preparation of salt from the saline water is the form based on marine based industries. Marine based industries or sea dependent industries. They use products obtained from oceans and seas as raw material. Cod liver oil is a major marine and seafood organizing industry and based industry. Marine based industries are those industries that are related to the industrial activities that can be done from water bodies. The petroleum that is extracted from huge water bodies like oceans, seas, etc. come under the marine industries. Thank you, students.